Some people love the future so much they slowly forget how to love the person sitting beside them. This is the strange psychology of visionary ambition, the kind of mind that thinks in decades, systems, missions, legacy, and impossible goals. That kind of ambition can build companies, change industries, and push humanity forward. But it can also create a quiet emotional cost. Because the more someone lives inside a vision, the harder it can become to stay present with ordinary human needs. Imagine a partner sitting across the dinner table. They are talking about their day. Something small happened, something hurt them. They do not need a solution, they just want presence. But the visionary is barely there. Their eyes are on the plate, but their mind is somewhere else. A product launch, a meeting, a future problem, a world that does not exist yet. The partner says, "Are you even listening?" And the visionary says, "Yes." But emotionally, they are already gone. And this is the first conflict, mission versus presence. Because sometimes the people closest to a highly ambitious person do not feel hated. They feel invisible. Most stores show you products. Emotional detachment does not always look cold. Sometimes it looks busy. Extreme ambition changes what the brain pays attention to. Most people move through life in human-sized problems. A friend needs comfort. A child wants attention. A partner wants reassurance. A family member wants time. But a visionary mind often lives in system-sized problems. How do we change the future? How do we build faster? How do we solve the impossible? How do we leave something behind that outlives us? Then the marketplace, then the warehouse shelf. It feels casual, but your attention is being directed. A friend's sadness becomes a delay. A partner's need becomes pressure. A family gathering becomes inefficient. A quiet evening feels like wasted time. Every turn gives you another version of life. But because their nervous system has been trained to chase urgency, and when everything feels urgent, present starts to feel optional. But love cannot survive on future promises alone. It needs attention now. The deeper issue is that a mission can start turning people into roles. The partner becomes support. The friend becomes a contact. The employee becomes output. The critic becomes an obstacle. The family becomes something to manage. And slowly the visionary stops meeting people as people. But psychologically it does something deep. It makes you part of the creation. Because intimacy is not built from grand ideas. It is built from small moments. Looking someone in the eye, not checking your phone, remembering what they said last week, sitting with their pain without trying to optimize it, letting someone matter even when they are not useful to the goal. But for a person obsessed with legacy, small moments can feel too small, and when it finally stands, it feels different. But the people close to them may feel, "Then why do I feel so alone near you?" That is the paradox. A visionary can care about humanity in the abstract while failing to care well for one human in the room. Even the food is part of the system. But it is a trade-off with consequences. Think of the friend who stops inviting them out because the answer is always, "I am too busy." Think of the child who stops asking questions because the parent keeps saying, "Not now." Think of the partner who slowly learns not to bring up emotional needs because every conversation becomes a debate about priorities. The visionary may not notice the damage at first, because from their view they are sacrificing for something bigger. But from the other person's view, they are being asked to compete with a dream. And it is very hard to compete with a dream. Because dreams do not get tired. Dreams do not ask for reassurance. Dreams do not complain when they are ignored. People do. But ambition itself is not the enemy. The world needs people who can imagine what does not exist yet. People who take risks. People who build. People who push past what others call impossible. The problem begins when the vision becomes an excuse to disappear from life. When the future becomes more real than the present. When legacy becomes more important than love. When the mission becomes so large that the person carrying it slowly loses the ability to be reached. Maybe the real challenge is not choosing between greatness and connection. Maybe the challenge is learning how to carry a big vision without turning your heart into a machine. Because what is the point of building the future if you lose the ability to feel the present? So maybe the strongest visionary is not the one who sacrifices every human connection for the mission. Maybe it is the one who can dream beyond the present and still come home to it. The one who can build something huge without making the people nearby feel small. The one who can carry the future without abandoning the humans living beside them now. So here is the question. Do you think extreme ambition makes people emotionally detached? Or does it only reveal what they were already willing to sacrifice? Comment your thoughts below.